What's up, guys? It's been a long time, but as you can see, we're in the frigid cold right now. We are stuck in Pennsylvania. We've been here for about a day and a half. We're actually, if you notice, if you go to the previous video, our RV looks totally different. I'm gonna post some before and after pictures right now. There they are. We got it completely redone. So right now we're on our way to San Diego. We got stuck in a blizzard last night, so we were here for like the whole day. We just got up this morning. It is about 7 almost, and we were getting back on the road. There was like a ban to drive. So now our outside of the RV matches the inside. And we're ready to go. First, we gotta hit West Virginia and then cut down south and be on our way. So we'll keep updating you as this crazy trip continues. I'm back, guys, here to update you. Some crazy shit went down. So we're in Maryland right now, only like a state away. We drove like, I don't know, 5 hours or something like that. We're right near West Virginia. We're like on the borderline. But some crazy stuff happened today. Something is missing from this RV. Go back like 20 seconds and you'll see what I'm talking about. You're gonna know what I'm talking about right now. So we were driving down the highway in Maryland, actually, not long ago. Well, a few hours ago, before we came to this Walmart and parked here. If you don't know, you can park at Walmarts all across the U.S. It has to be a super center. You can park overnight for free. They don't care. Usually they don't care. But yeah, it's called boondocking. So anyways, what happened was we were driving in Pennsylvania. We were driving in Maryland, and it started to get really windy like it is now. Wind gusts of like 30, 40 miles per hour. It was crazy. So we were driving on the highway, and all of a sudden, I could see in the snow, a gust of wind like blew the snow, and we went right into it. And we were driving, I was driving, and it hit the side of the RV, and the RV like pushed over a little bit. And all of a sudden, we hear a big boom. So she looks out the passenger window, and we notice that the awning, the thing that comes out and basically gives your RV like a little patio thing. The thing, both of the poles snapped off and broke, and the awning fell and hit the ground and bounced up and started to unravel. So we pulled over. This all happened on the highway with trucks coming by. So we pulled over on the highway. We got out, and the awning was basically falling over the door. It was kind of hard to open the door. So we were trying to make sure it didn't hit the vinyl because it's a new vinyl wrap, and we didn't want to damage it or anything. So we didn't know what to do. It was like basically falling, and it was so windy out, and the vinyl was just blowing everywhere. So I ran in, I got my knife, and I cut the fabric. The awning is all mostly fabric except for the top, which is metal, which is attached to the RV, which holds the awning there. So basically, I cut the whole thing with the knife while she was holding it, so it didn't hit the vinyl wrap on the RV. And then the wind took I only cut like half of the fabric because I can only cut so far because I couldn't reach that high. But the other half of the fabric and the metal part flew up and was like knocking. I think it hit the top solar panel with the glass because this glass is broken up there. But the other half of the fabric awning flew up and was just flying in the wind. The wind was crazy. So so I had to go on the roof, and you can see this is like 12 foot. The top of this is like 12 feet. So I was about 13 feet up in the air, and I had to lay down, and there's all ice up there. It was freezing and slippery. I almost fell, and I had to cut along the whole RV above the metal piece, because the metal piece went at the top of the RV and it went all the way across. So I had to cut the rest of it off, and she was on the ground trying to hold it because it was flying in the wind. So I had to cut it, and I had told her to hold it to make sure it doesn't fly in the highway. Like, we don't want to like hit a truck or go through like a windshield or something. So she was holding on for her life. Her hands were numb, and I was laying up there trying to cut it with a knife because I have this sharp knife. And I was cutting it with a knife, and finally I was like, one last cut. I told her, when I cut it, you gotta throw it. So I cut it, we threw it, and then as I was getting up, I slipped on the ice and I started to fall off the RV. So I said, fuck it, and I just jumped. And I jumped about 13 feet and I landed right in the snow. I'm gonna show you guys pictures right now after I'm done talking, and I'll go over it with you of what's what. And then there was these two poles that were still stuck to that. You see that where the bolts would be. So what we did was we took cardboard. Well, first we took, oh, it's fucking windy and cold. First we took tape and we wrapped, shit, it's cold. First we took tape and we wrapped the tape around the metal, just in case, because it was basically strapped to nothing, so the wind would blow it and bang up against the RV, which we didn't want. So we wrapped it with tape, then we wrapped it with cardboard, and then we taped the whole thing to the RV, hoping it wouldn't rip off the wrap. We did the same thing with the back one, and we drove like 12 more miles to this Walmart where we are here for the night. What is this thing is falling out of the sky? Ice particles probably from the tree. But yeah, so we drove 12 miles. Then earlier this evening, it wasn't really that cool out, it wasn't windy, so I went up on the roof and I just cut, there was still some fabric that was sticking out, so I cut that off and I took those poles off, and now we just store them in the RV. And then we called the insurance people, so hopefully we can get a brand new awning, because ours was manual, we had to manually do it, so hopefully we can get like an automatic one and a brand new one. Just hopefully we can get that check in the mail or something. But crazy ass day on the highway. Awning almost killed us. Flipped off. The wind was just nuts and almost flipped us over. And yeah, if I would have fell on the highway or something, fell off the roof into the highway, I would have been gone. So yeah, so now we're in Maryland. We're only probably an hour away from West Virginia. We're gonna try to make it to Kentucky Kentucky tomorrow. We gotta go through West Virginia, Tennessee, and then Kentucky, and then Texas, and then New Mexico, then Arizona, and then California. So we're gonna try to make a long way tomorrow, because the wind, there won't be a lot of wind at all tomorrow. It's gonna die down, so we should be good. But I'm gonna go back in the RV, and I will update you guys tomorrow when we pass through a couple states. But right now it's freezing. I just thought I'd tell you guys and update you guys this crazy ass story today. So yeah, just stay tuned. Warm weather, we are coming. It's supposed to be like 45 tomorrow, so the rest of the way should be warm, and then we can actually use the pipes, because I'm afraid to use the pipes because we just fixed them. They were frozen and we just fixed them, so I don't want them to freeze again in the cold weather. So I'm only going to use them in the warm weather, and then I can take a shower and stuff. But I will update you guys tomorrow on this crazy ass trip from hell. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So here it is. Here's the awning on the left side. That's the piece that unraveled and bounced up off the ground. And on the right is the metal plate that basically protects the rolled up fabric. And that's all that goes all along the whole RV. And it's actually like sewed in there by fabric. That's what I had to cut. And as you can see, the fabric that's cut in half right there, I couldn't reach it all the way, so it's kind of cut in half. And then we just threw it. And then at the top of the RV is where I jumped off and landed inside the snow. And then the next picture, it's just the side of the RV of where I cut along the top, and then there's the poles sticking down that were banging up against the RV, so I had to take those off too. And then the next picture is just the awning of how it is. And this last one is just the solar panel that broke and glass everywhere. What's up, guys? We stopped last night. We were in Tennessee. We're like 30 minutes from Nashville. The city looks really cool at night, but we just woke up. It's like 7 a.m. and we're about to head on out. We still have like a day and a little bit to go. We're like 30 something hours away. Over 1,000 miles left. But we actually stayed overnight at a Cracker Barrel. Even though all across the U.S. you're allowed to stay at Cracker Barrels overnight, and we already got a couple of RVs. There's a really nice one right here. 2019, and then we got one right next to us. But we're about to head out this one soon. We're about to head out and get back on the road. Let's go. We still have to get through Arkansas, Oklahoma, Arizona, and San Diego. Let's go. New Mexico, driving on the I-40, with all the billboards telling you to stop. We're gonna see a bunch more with the handcrafted pottery and everything from the Native Americans. My people! I don't know if that's good. Yeah, but we'll be in Mexico for a little while New Mexico for a while longer. Then we're gonna hit Arizona, and then we should be in California early in the morning tomorrow. And it's really windy, blowing us everywhere. That's all, folks.
I'll fuck around, yeah. Plus I got another over there. She been wanting to be with me. Got her in a runaway. Gave her what she wanted, she needed me.
Just made it to Arizona, but I got the NBA All-Star Weekend playing right here. I was hoping Steph Curry would win the three-point contest, but Steph Curry is obviously going to win it. Can't wait for the dunk contest. My favorite. But we got about 2 more hours to drive, and then we're going to sleep for the night, and then we'll be in San Diego tomorrow afternoon. You can't see my face right now because it's too dark. So, keep driving.
I'ma make this toast to that one
Why is it so dark? So I know why. So guys, we are in warm and sunny California, right? Wrong. It is snowing and raining outside. The ice is sticking to the windshield. But look, I'll show you where we are on the map. So we are right here. Why is it doing that? It's a screen. Right here. We're only an hour away from San Diego. And it's this. It's the end of the world.
Welcome back to Charlotte. As you hear from Charlotte native Stephen Curry, I'm here with 13-time NBA All-Star Dwayne Wade.
Go. We are officially here. We're pulling in the RV resort right now. It looks much better in the daytime where it's all sunny out, but it's been rainy for like a lot of days. We're gonna check in real quick, and I'll show you around later.
I just want to get this first wind out.
So guys, we finally got the RV all set up. We're here at the park. This is our new home for the next couple months. So if you want to see the rest of the area and the rest of San Diego where we are, come back tomorrow to see the new vlog. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy this video on this crazy road trip from hell. I will see you in tomorrow's vlog. This is the life of Mikey.